Welcome back, traders and investors. I know it's Thursday, and it's a time of the week where we have Fari Hamzei on, founder of Hamzei Analytics. Fari, we got a question for you, though, on air.
Good morning, sir and sirs, and always a pleasure to be with both of you.
Welcome back, traders and...
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh, yeah, kill that.
Yeah, I had a feedback, sorry.
Who's that obnoxious voice there?
Exactly,
Okay,
bravo.
so
This early in the morning, I mean, come on. I'm looking at my watch. I think I'm on Rob Ford time.
All right, we're trying to name the segment here because we have you on every Thursday.
Oh, jeez.
And we've come up with,
Maury, charge these guys.
and we've come up with two names. Okay.
No, notice the guy who charges, his name is not Roman. It's Maury, okay? When we come to collect, they're Romans.
Okay.
Remember we talked about baseball?
Yes.
The Romans who didn't know how to use the glove, they only learned the other part.
Okay.
He's not getting it.
Yeah.
What kind of coffee you gave him?
Okay. There's two names we've come up with, and the first name was by Brent. Brent came up for a name of yours.
We got three now. Jared's coming up with a name.
Oh, Jared's coming up with a name?
Yeah, okay. Give him the three names.
Okay, the three choices are Fari Time. Okay.
Jared's saying Fari.
Okay.
I think 5 times is taken. Hold on. 5 times are taken. We used to have, now weather's changing. I have a sun deck on top. I live in a penthouse type loft. So there's a sun deck on top. 4 p.m. Friday afternoons, by invitation only, is barbecue time. Once the spring is here, that's Fari time. Fari time is taken.
Okay, Fari time. Okay. Okay, how about, all right, this one was Brent, and Brent came up with Fari Tales.
I like that.
Okay, we can keep that under consideration.
Okay, that's under consideration. Right. And then the one, I know you're going to like the one that I came up with.
No. See, you're stacking the deck already.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
And I'm sitting down. Go ahead.
Okay.
He comes up with the corny puns. Give the corny.
Are you ready? Are you listening?
Sure, I'm sitting down. Go ahead.
Drum roll, please.
As Harry, Dirty Harry used to say, make my day.
Okay. Don't be sorry and listen to Fari.
So
Oh,
corny.
don't go there. No. Because you know why? Because I'm always going to have some sorries.
Okay.
Exactly.
My answer to that is going to be, why did half of people I meet, their middle name is sorry? Because when you say, I'm sorry, wait a second, that's not your first or last name, so it must be your middle name.
Okay.
No, remember, you know why? Because I'm both long and short. And in any given time, there's zillions of people out there long and short. So you're always hurting somebody.
Okay, so we'll
whether you're right or wrong. You see my point?
Yeah, we'll work out. Fari Tales right now.
I like Fari Tales.
Okay, that's what we'll go with. That will be our.
But it doesn't mean that you should sit there.
Okay.
I'm going to pull a Steve Jobs on you.
Okay.
I expect you, with your IQ and your knowledge, to do better.
Okay.
To improve.
So
come back next week. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
That was always a Steve Jobs. That's how he motivated people at Apple. He'll never accept the status quo. He will push you to the wall in terms of your own finding yourself, okay, and getting your headings and getting your drive and excelling.
Okay, that's good. All right, now we're
so come back next week. Let's see what you got.
Okay, maybe I'll go to Joe, see what Joe can come up with. Okay, so here we are. We're out of earnings season, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I know you like to make the plays. You look for drivers, okay? We're out of earnings season now. Now, what are you looking for drivers? You just scanning your charts?
S&P futures,
okay.
SPYQs on an option basis. That's all you want to look at right now. Usually what we do is we spend about a week prior to the EPS season getting ready for it. All the names we want to look at what the whisper numbers are, possible surprises we may see, and we do it on a Google Docs among our option team, and so it's a collaborative nature, and we get multiple eyes on it, on the targets, because there's a lot of data. Okay, it's really easy to make some mistakes. Now, then we execute that. That execution takes about 3 to 6 weeks, depending on what kind of names you're looking at. Every season is different. We don't go too far out. We kind of sit in where we like, what we're familiar with in terms of asset classes and I'm sorry, sector classes, and they're all stocks, but sector classes. Maybe we will wander out on a limb to learn something new or a new name, what have you. For example, Twitter would be new for us.
Okay.
We'll take a look at it. That
Okay,
kind of
let's
stuff.
take a look at.
And then, hold on. Then the inning season finishes. Where is that? We're like 6, 7 weeks into a quarter.
Correct.
At that point, we shift into timing, market timing only. Because the other names, it's a gamble. If you were in the day before and it popped. You see my point? Yeah, we're event-driven. How do we know when the event is? We don't. Not individual names, other than earnings season, okay? But let's say they make a major appointment. Put a new COO in. Maybe there's a strategic M&A. Those you cannot time. There's no way you can tell. Not unless you have inside information. We don't want to touch that. We'll never go close to that. Are you kidding? We want public data that comes to us. So to execute that, we have no other choice. But this 6 weeks, kind of play around with the high leverage plays, which is spreads on options and index futures. And when you have somebody like Vlad Putin, he'll give us plenty of action. Look what he's done the last couple of weeks.
It helps with the volatility. We just had some retail. We just had some earning or break here at 8:30. The numbers. Brent, do you have those retail sales numbers just for our listeners? If Brent is there, I think they were the continuing.
Okay, I can look them up off of Bloomberg while we're talking.
Brent's got it. Was it retail sales?
We just had 3 data points come out. We had retail sales for February up 0.3%. There is the advance reading, the X autos reading, the X auto and gas reading, which is the core number, and then also something that's called the control group. All of those came in at up 0.3%. We also had initial jobless claims coming in at 315,000, a little better than expected. 330,000 was the reading. And then we also had import price index for February that was up 0.9%. Economists were looking for a gain of 0.5%. Bunch of data just out.
And we did pop a couple of points on that. Fari, which way are you leaning right now? Because obviously we had the buy the dippers.
I just posted 2 charts. I just posted 2 charts for this discussion on our market timing feed on Twitter, which is at Hunter Killer Sub. That's the Seawolf class submarine out there that we have on the North Atlantic deeps, watching for the Akulas. Akulas are the shorts coming in from the commies. All right? Now, our bias there is to the upside. All you have to do is look at the structure. Right now, especially yesterday's action, I would stay long. Now, on our market timing email that goes out Sunday night to members only, we said this is a tough week. We said no bias. Every once in a while we have done that when it gets very, very choppy and the direction is almost daily or hourly. That is, you're rolling a dice. And by the way, when you're in an advisory business, your clients want to see that every once in a while. Saying people not to trade is advice by itself. Okay? Saying people, hey, I don't know, there is no bias here. This is too bumpy. This is too much of a Vegas right now. You could go either way. That in itself is an advice. That was our advice Sunday night. I think Kyle and Jason got a copy at your shop. We always do that as a courtesy on Sunday nights. If you look at yesterday we had a hammer with a bounce off I believe that's a 20-day bar. It should be on the charts I sent you, both SP1 and timer. Yes, we did. That was a 20 bar, 0 sig, which is a yellow line. That's a 0 sigma, 20 days. And then if you look at it, day before, we had touched all-time high and was a outside bar, daily. Not outside week, but outside bar. Now, take that into context that the prior week, the week that we just closed, on a SP1 Momo, the weekly charts, which is on a buy signal, very long-term buy signal, put in an outside bar reversal at +2 sigma. That's a lot of gibberish, I understand that. But the bottom line there is we're breaking out to the upside slowly. That's what I feel. Would I bet my last dime? No, I don't bet my last dime on anything.
Okay.
But I would, I'm actually of the school that says size kills. Small amount, a lot of bets.
Yep.
Because there's a very low chance of getting busted like that. You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong in those many trades. You see what I'm saying? The only way you're going to go bust yourself is you increase the bet size, and that's a suicide. Don't do that.
Diversification works in trading as well, as opposed to just investing. That's what you're saying.
Well, we're not really. We're making a series of small bets. Could be same asset, so we're not diversifying per se. But we're not throwing 5% in a trade.
Okay.
You know, my max level is 1%, 2%. And I mean, at 2%, the blood is rushing to my head. I'm having a headache. Yeah.
Okay. The S&Ps, I mean, I like to keep a track on the, the daily highs and
Sure.
lows as well, but I also
Right.
like to put emphasis. I mean, you had 3 closes within 2 handles. You had the all-time, and I'm talking basis of June here. You had the all-time high close at 1871, and then that was surrounded by closes at 1869 and 1869, 1870. Do you put any kind of emphasis on a multiple close area, or do you just stick with your sigmas?
I'm more of an internal guy. That's why I like to trade SPX because it's got it's the D index globally. It's got the most number of indices. That means what? I can build a cockpit. I can each one fed to a different indicator and give me a reading, and then go back and find some max and minimum limits. Draw those lines. I mean, the machine does it automatically. Draw those lines. See if I'm getting close to it or not. And then you can pick whether leading indicators were lagging, what are conforming, what are happening, coincident, right in the center as it's happening. On the leading side is what I want to spend my time on. Obviously, I'd rather be early, not late. And because that gives me a chance to formulate the strategy once I get the signal, because each texture is different. So what I look at, advanced decline. And I look at it 2 ways, both for NYSE, the whole gang, in there, bond funds, all the crap that they throw in there, and SPX alone, the 500 names, where those are. It's in the second chart I posted, the SP1 Momo. You'll see it both in daily and weekly. I want to look at the weekly highs and weekly lows. And remember, they're going to be inverted. Because when you have the weekly highs, you're not going to have weekly lows, obviously. They're going to be very low. And when you have a peak in the weekly lows, you're not going to have much weekly highs. And then if you visualize that, if you step out, you'll see the bell curve. Okay? If you look at it carefully, you'll see slowly seeing either a Gaussian or bell curve. We're close to it on the advanced declines. Okay? Right now, we're not getting any peaking time here. Maybe we had something back in about a year ago type of a deal, and we pulled back. This is a peak we had about, what's this date here? May 17th, looks like. May 17th of 2013. That was a peak we had on 52 weeks new highs, for S&P only. Remember, all the S&P names only, the big 500 names, which is about 80% of U.S. equities. When that has been peaking, came back down, now we're much lower levels. When that happens, this is a slow grind. We're going to have a lot of naysayers. We're going to have a lot of people who have a problem with a number of issues. They keep on shorting it. You're going to have your buddy, what do you call it? What's his name? Dougie. Dougie is going to come and bet another 2% on this or that, or all in. Well, that's his favorite thing. All in, hash mark all in, another position. And we're going to, you know what? We'll take the money. Shekels are shekels. We'll take it.
Fari, what do you think of Twitter here? Do you trade Twitter at all? And I'm just looking at
We have traded the Twitter option, I think once, and we won. It was only one time I think we did.
Away from it?
It was post after, it was, I think it was around the Christmas time.
Because there is a hell of a battle between the Bulls and the Bears on Twitter here right now, because this thing has had wicked consolidation since the earnings report. It's basically been trading between 54 and 56 for the better part of 2 weeks. This is going to break one way or the other. Which
Correct.
way would you be leaning on this Twitter chart right now?
I just look at some detail there. Let me switch it longer term. I know we don't have a lot of data. I realize that. My current indicators my leading indicators on the current action is bearish.
You don't like that's been sitting here this long.
Yeah, I just don't like it the way it looks right now. And I'll tell you what targets I would have, and I'll tell you where it would be invalidated. Okay, I think that's probably more important. I'm looking to see 51. I'm looking to see 51 violated. Okay, and that would be a good thing on the short side. And I would draw the line. I know it's a big wide band. Okay, but remember this stock has a lot of volatility at 59. Now, the 50 bar is above it. And this is the first moving average we have. We don't have a 200 bar. 50 bar is above it, slightly. But I'm sorry. It's not 59. I'm sorry. 58.50, 57.50. I'm sorry. Or the wrong level. 57.50 is my invalidation. If I get there, the trade is bad. Trade is going to go up, and the short position is bad. The 50 bar is 58.70. All right, 58.67 to be exact right now, as of yesterday's action, not pre-market today. Okay, but that would be my target. Would be C51.
Okay. All right, Fari. Well, thanks for coming on. We got you in a little bit earlier because we have another guest coming on, Joe
problem.
Saluzzi, partner of Themis Trading. But
No worries.
sorry, Fari, we are going to work on a better name for your segment. And if you...
No worries, my friend. Don't forget to look at those charts.
I
Again,
like
they're
morning
posted
cup
on.
of Fari because I tell you, I really wake up when you get on Fari because holy cow, you bring the energy, buddy.
And if I come to Chicago and I'm there on a Friday and I'm there at 4 o'clock, can I be part of that Fari Time barbecue?
I have no idea. I've got to check from my appointment secretary. She does the invitations.
Okay. All right, Fari. Thanks a lot.
Hang your head.
Have a good trading day. We'll be back
Thanks.
with Fari
I appreciate it.
next week.
All the best. Sure.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thanks, Fari.